First, we're going to start by opening all the Baby Bells. Crushed Doritos nachos, whisk an egg and have flour, dip in the egg, then Doritos, back in the egg, and repeat. Into the air fryer and boom.
Flatten your bread with a rolling pin, super flat. Now you're gonna put 2 eggs into a bowl, add some milk, some vanilla, and a little bit of cinnamon. Beat that all together. Get a little bit of cream cheese, room temperature is better, and spread that all over the center of the bread. Roll them up pretty tightly. They're gonna look like that. Now dump them in the egg and milk and let the extra come off. Melt some butter in a pan, but like a lot of butter. Add the French toast roll-ups right down. And just cook them till they're browned on both sides. Add some syrup to the top. And that's it, you're done. They were easy. They were a big hit over here too.
I'm going to show you guys how to make mini churros with Nutella. First, I'm going to start off by melting 1/4 cup of butter, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Next, add 1 cup of water. Mix until you get a slight simmer. Next, add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour and give it a mix until you get a nice dough that resembles Play-Doh. Remove from heat for 30 minutes, then add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Add in 3 eggs one at a time until you get a nice melty dough like this. Next, for our cinnamon sugar mixture, it's 1/3 cup of sugar to 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Next, cut mini churros just to your liking of size and cook those until a nice golden brown. Now that I have a nice golden brown color, I'm taking them out and I'm putting them onto a paper towel and blotting the excess oil. I'm mixing them around in my cinnamon sugar mixture and dipping them in my Nutella, and we're all done.
Let's make a super easy cloud bread. If it's too complicated, people are not gonna watch it. It's super simple. How good can it be? Do you think that's the real recipe they give you? When you see a girl making videos with real recipes, the best compliment will be like, share, and follow.
Here's how I make better than Taco Bell Crunchwrap Supremes. Start by dicing 1 yellow onion and cooking it over medium heat in 1 tablespoon of oil. Add 2 pounds ground chuck to the pan and brown the meat. Strain the fat, add the meat back to the pan and mix in the spices. Cook for 5 minutes, add a 1/2 cup of water, mix well, and cook for another 5 minutes. Set the meat aside and make the cheese sauce. Add 10 ounces of shredded cheese, I'm using Monterey Jack, a tablespoon of cornstarch, and toss the cheese in it. Add 1 12-ounce can of evaporated milk and cook on medium heat, stirring frequently for 5 minutes until it becomes a sauce. With the burner off, add 5 tablespoons of meat to a burrito-sized tortilla, cheese sauce, shredded cheese, a tostada, sour cream, tomatoes, shredded lettuce, a street-sized taco tortilla, then fold up the edges. Turn the burner on high and toast both sides of your Crunchwrap Supreme. Leave whole or cut in half. You won't believe how good it is.
My heart just got stuck between these loops. My heart went. Mama got stuck in between these groups. My heart went. They don't want me, but it's okay. I never.
S'mores French toast. Cover bread in the chocolate of your choice. Put marshmallows over the chocolate. Cover. Warm 1 cup of milk for about 45 seconds. Add 4 cups of hot cocoa mix to the milk. Mix. Wait for the milk to cool down. Crack 3 eggs in a bowl. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Whisk together. Add the hot cocoa mix. Mix together. Soak the sandwich in the mixture. Melt some butter on a pan. The French toast would look like this. Now place on the pan. Flip to the other side. It's easiest to use 2 spatulas. Put some powdered sugar on. You can add roasted marshmallows and melted chocolate. Crush up a graham cracker. Optional fruits. S'mores French toast.
Alright, you ready? Yeah. Hey! Shh, dude, no. You gotta go like, hey. Oh, okay. Wait. My words float on the sound. My thoughts swimming around. Yeah. Wait for the drop of the sound. Yeah. Hey. My words float on the sound. My words float on the sound. My hours to fall on the sun. I'm just having fun with the sun cause I cook. Started making beats, now I think they got shook. I learned recipes and studied my cookbook. The first thing I do is just start with the hook. Then the verse with no curse, I make verse, no reverse. I change up the style cause I love the diverse. Work with the drop on my phone, I listen and rehearse. And I'm dropping so much, create my universe. I kinda know what I'm doing. My bank need to start renewing. The new up just keeps on reviewing. I'll be winning when I start losing.
I saw a lady on Netflix make these breakfast egg rolls, so I wanted to try it. I took 2 to 3 eggs and put it in a pan with the toppings that I just had around. And then I put Grey Poupon on a flour tortilla, and you just put it on top of the egg situation. And then you press it down and you just want it to cook until the eggs get hard enough that you can flip it. Then I put whatever cheese I had around. This was like a pepper jack. And once the bottom of the tortilla gets kind of crispy, nice and cooked, and the eggs are cooked all the way through, you'll take it off and then you roll it. I don't know how else to explain this. So yeah, you just roll it, and we're gonna cut it in half so that we can see the inside because it's really pretty. And I stored a bunch of these in a little pan so we can just grab them in the morning.
Today we're making TikTok's famous cloud bread. And guess what? It's so easy to make. Start by separating 3 eggs. Place just the whites into a mixing bowl. Whip them until they become frothy. I recommend using an electric mixer because it's much easier. Add in 30 grams of sugar, which is about 2.5 tablespoons. Once combined, add in 10 grams of cornstarch, which is about 1 tablespoon. I also added some vanilla and blue food coloring just because it adds a great flavor and a really cool color. Whip the egg white mixture until it becomes really stiff. Place the egg white mixture onto a parchment paper lined baking sheet. Form it into whatever shape you want. I did this sort of half sphere blob. And place that thing into a 300-degree oven for about 25 minutes. Here's the big reveal, TikTok cloud bread. It tasted really good, kind of like meringue. For more content, check out my Instagram or YouTube.